Shabbat Shalom, all that are here and online. Thank you for coming virtually or in person. Let's warm on up with 128, Hinema Tov, at the top of page 138. Hinema Tovu Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinema Tovu Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinema Tov, Hinema Tov. La 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 la. Hinema Tovu Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Thank you very much. We are going to flip back to page 121 and 120 for the official lighting of the Shabbat candles. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu hadlik ner shel Shabbat. As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. O source of light and strength, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, and who may bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. All right, we're going to continue on 138 for Lecha Dodi. As is customary in our shul, we stand for the first, fifth, and ninth. We do the first, fifth, and ninth verses, standing for the ninth and facing the door to greet the Shabbat bride. If you can, please do so when we get to the ninth and final verse. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmiyanu el hamyam yuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem tifti teret vatitali la 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 la, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 5, 139. Hi toreri, kiva ure kumi uri, uri, shir daberi. Kivod Adonai la likrat nikla la 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 la, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Please stand for verse 9. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam besimcha uvetzochala, tochemune am segula, boi chala, ohi chala, la 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 la, lechadodi, likrat kala, panei Shabbat nechabela, lechadodi, likrat kala, Panei Shabbat Nikabela. Thank you very much. You may be seated. We're going to continue on page 182 with Shalom Aleichem. '42, 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharech, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Chamlachim, Chakadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Chakadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Chakadosh Baruch Hu. Zechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Chakadosh Baruch Hu. Please continue on page 144 with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, b'yom ladivrach hirutev yamlich malchutei, b'cha yechon uv'yo yomechon, uv'cha yedecho be'Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Huvizman Kariv, Vayimeru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Leolam Ol Me'ol Maya, Yidbarach, Yidbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitnoram, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yithaleh, V'yithalal, Shemei Dekudesha Barichu, Le'e'al min kol berchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damihiran v'yolma, Ba'imeru, Amen. Please stand for the 146 for the Baruch Hu, followed shortly after by the Shema. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach, Baruch Adonai Hamevorach, Hamevorach Le'olam Va'ed, Hamevorach, Hamevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Apologize to everybody who really likes to say the extra sounds at the beginning and after. It just seems like it's filling in sound and noise and just cutting it. Okay, let's continue in the English on page 149. Praise to you, the first paragraph, and this is an hour on the second paragraph. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide, time and light. You guide the current of day into night as heaven spans to infinity. You set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Avramim. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is an hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us, shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Avramim. And let's continue on page 151 before we continue on the Shema on 152, both paragraphs in English. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And please remain standing for the Shema on page 152. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. We'll continue with the Via Havta on the next page, 154. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lochtecha b'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'chumecha u'kshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chatavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'hisharecha leman tizkeru v'arsitem et kol mitzvotai v'chodetem kedoshim lelochechem ahani Adonai Elochechem asher achotzi echetem mi'eretz Mitzrayim leotim lechem lelochim ani Adonai Elochechem Adonai Elochechem emet. Let's read on the English, please, on page 159 with Sing the Song. Is the first few words of the paragraph. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. A lot of standing. Please remain standing for Tefillah on page 164, followed by page 166, 168, and 170 for those that like to plan ahead. Adonai Sefer Tatifta Ufia Gita Hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imloteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Chonei Chakol, v'Zocher Chazdei Avot v'imelot, Umnei v'nei Ga'ola libnei v'neichem le'eman Shemo b'Yahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magel Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah, 168. Atah Gibor Liolam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Matim Chata Rav Lechoshia, Meshiv HaRuach, Mechayel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Merachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'il givrurot umido melach melech memid umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman liadot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayed hakol. 170. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kedemoshim b'chol yam yehalu la'selach Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Please take this time to have a silent prayer or reflection for any or all of the blessings from page 170 all the way through. And I will continue on page 180 at the bottom, last paragraph with Oseh Shalom. Take as long as you would like, but please sit down to show you are ready to continue. say shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei hevel v'yimeru amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei hevel v'yimeru amen. I'm going to flip ahead to 429 to read the Because I Am a Jew prayer in English before we flip back for the Misha Berach. So page 429. I am a Jew because the faith of Israel demands no abdication of my mind. I am a Jew because the faith of Israel requires all the devotion of my heart. I am a Jew because in every place where suffering weeps, the Jew weeps. I am a Jew because at every time when despair cries out, the Jew hopes. I am a Jew because the world of Israel is the oldest and the newest. I am a Jew because Israel's promise is the universal promise. For Israel, you're right. I am a Jew because for Israel, the world is not complicated. We are completing it. I am a Jew because for Israel, humanity is not created. We are creating it. I am a Jew because Israel places humanity in its unity above the nations and above Israel itself. I am a Jew because above humanity, image of the divine unity, Israel places a unity which is divine. I got a little cocky there. I read all day with kids that just mastered the alphabet, so no one has the ability to correct me, so I thought I'd coast. But you all can read and you're literate, so I got to be on my toes a little bit more. I got lazy. All right, let's go back to page 371 for the Misha Berach. Anybody online? If anybody's in need of healing physically, spiritually, or anyone that could just use a little bit of help, please say their name out loud or type it onto the chat, and we will say it. People in here, if you have anybody to say, I will walk around with a microphone. Please say.
Peter Saint Germain, Louise Saint Germain, Paul Feynman, Tavon Feynman.
You have a laundry list, right?
Morrison Felice Friedman, Katie Adler, Lyndon Steve Ely, Jerry and Linda Jacobson, Luana Bachler, Wilda Fink, Barbara Freed, Jean Blankenship, Kenny Woodruff, Bobby Ginsburg, Shelley Perkle, Barry Nicholsberg, Barbara Kaplan.
Justin McElhenney, Margaret Watson.
Brittany Stankoff. Catherine Stankoff. Yeesh.
Hillary Miller and Phyllis Haas.
Tanya Hurst, Ann Moore, Jean Daha, Howie Elvine, Michael Greenberg, Dreama Day, Linda Aronsack, Marcy Schulman, Joe Wagner, Sherry Silver, Barbara Frank, Ivana Thomas, Sumani Aronsack, Patty Beeman, Cindy Fleming, Carrie Woodruff, Barbara Freed, J.J. Roth, Barry Nicholsberg.
Okay, we will read the Misha Berach in the middle of page 371. Misha Berach Avotenu Mechor Chavrecha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeirach imotenu mechor chabrecha liavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shleichimach, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Torah Parsha, Tetzaveh, we learn about how God gave Moshe the kind of holy occupation or job to get the most fancy and design this very elegant fabric outfit for Aaron, and with the specific purpose of kind of using it as a tool to demonstrate how you should carry yourself as someone that is good and someone that is holy, as a Jewish person, with all of this symbolism, a turban kind of representing pride, the pants representing being humble, and your shirt representing things to atone for, and all of these things you kind of literally and figuratively wear your heart on your sleeve to kind of show who you are as someone that is holy and good as a Jewish person. And I was thinking about my personal experience with this and how my ability to express myself kind of has changed over the years. And in my journey as teaching schools, my first or my second job down here, actually coincidentally, was at an Orthodox Jewish school. And it was a great experience, but I had to cover my tattoos with long sleeve button-down shirts, and I played basketball with the students on recess, and I didn't just play for fun. I went as hard as I could all the time, so I got really sweaty, and I had to wear long sleeves and everything every day. And the kids would say, you're great. Why didn't you should try out for the Hawks? And I said, it's not like I said, I didn't think about that. I said the distance between me and you might seem big, but the distance between me and them is so much bigger. And I might seem fast to you, but I'm not. And I'm 5'7", and they're 6'7", and have been playing their whole life. So it was a great experience, but as a school, I didn't feel like I could be 100% myself, because I certainly wasn't Jewish to the level of all of them, and I couldn't really be myself as 100% Jew because I didn't feel really comfortable. And I also couldn't use my clothes or my appearance because I understood signing up, but I wasn't able to fully be myself. And so now I'm at a school where I can be a little bit more open, and I can share who I am and use my clothes, much like this Parsha, to express how I think I am being as a good, or I try to be a good and holy Jew. And I'm getting a lot of my kind of motivation and bravery, I guess, I first got from my son, who's still afraid to go upstairs when it's dark by himself, and he'll ask his 5-year-old sister. and he's afraid to be alone. And for some things, he needs to really let go of the anxiety a little bit. But one thing that really kind of blew me away right away, and I owe a lot of that to all the great things that Miss Jeannie did when she was here, and now Mr. Scott and all of the Hebrew school teachers doing now, is how proud he is of his Jewish identity immediately. And at school, he'll say when they're talking about holidays, oh, I'm Jewish, we go to the synagogue, and he knows all the, well, there's Hanukkah, there's this, there's 8 nights because of this. And he's the only, I think he's the only Jew in 1,000 kids at the elementary school, the only one that's verbally audible about it. In a sea of Hispanic and South Asian Pacific and all these different kids. And I wasn't ashamed, but I was just, when I was a kid, I was just a little shy to be different, whether it's religion or anything. And he's not at all. So I thought if he's 6, 7, and he can grasp this, maybe I should kind of do the same. So I wear, I have my, they're hidden coincidentally, but I always wear my Star of David and my Chai necklace. And proudly, when people ask, oh, are you Jewish? And I'll say, yeah, I am. And like, I don't really hold back. And it's not because I got older. It's because I realized if my son can do this, I should use this Parsha as an example to show who you are as an example and be in a situation or an environment where you can be yourself 100%. And you don't have to literally or metaphorically cover your tattoos. You don't have to pretend to be not who you are. And that's what I kind of took from this Parsha, is if you can find an environment where you can be 100% yourself, then you need to find that environment. And also, if someone is in the position of needing to be that environment, you should create that for them, because I don't really like to be outgoing in many situations, whether it's a position of a job or a hobby. But when I find a place where I feel comfortable, like this shul or my school, it's really rewarding where I can wear T-shirts and sweatshirts, and people accept me here and at my school for who I am as a Jew, as a father, as a teacher, whether I'm different or not. And I think this Parsha was more of a symbolism of, yeah, you're making clothes for someone to wear, but it's more of a reminder to use your clothes and use your appearance to share who you are, and to be brave and take a step forward in sharing who you are, even if you might have a little anxiety or a little scared, because there's people around you that will accept you for who you are. I don't know if this is official, I haven't done the research, but I don't think anybody has led a service in shorts and a hoodie before. You guys have been here longer than me. But I have heard a few times from people, you know, I have to say, when I came to the shul, I was kind of nervous. And then you were so laid back. You had a hoodie and you had yourself and you accepted me. And that really made me feel comfortable. Now, there might be a whole army of people that said, this guy has a hoodie and shorts. I'm never going to go near that shul with a 10-foot pole. I haven't heard it, but I have heard the other side where I make people feel comfortable. So I'll just take that from them, and I'll use that to say, if I'm reaching at least one person and making them feel comfortable, I'm doing what my job is here. And you can be a leader, you can be a supportive community member for those in your community, in your Jewish community and outside, and use this Parsha as an opportunity to say, I'm going to share who I am and have everybody accept who I am, whether it's with clothes, whether it's how you speak or what you do, to accept you as a good and holy Jew and a good example for anybody that is around you. And if you can do that, I think that would be a successful Shabbat and a successful week. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, we're flipping way up there to 586, the Aleinu. I'm going to say this right now. Bottom paragraph of 586. and then 587, I believe. And then we go to 588. 87. So no 587. Bottom of 586, top of 588. Very good. Okay. And then, yep, all right. So I'm going to slide up there. Bottom of 586, top of 588. I'm going to keep saying it so I don't forget. I'm sorry, please stand up. My mistake. Bottom paragraph of 586, and then we're going to flip forward to 588. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'teit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelu osanu kegoyech haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot hadama, shelo sem chelkenu kahem, vegohora leinu kechol hamonam, V'anachnu koreim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Wait a minute before I go to 588. Shehu notesh shamayim v'yosed haaretz umoshav yikaro v'shamayim mima'al Ushechi not do so, begavchei meromim, hu Eloheinu ein od, emet malkeinu efesulato, kakatu v'torato, v'yadat hayom ho yoshevot el lehevavecha, Ki Adonai hua Elohim, b'shamayim ima'al, v'yal ha'aretz, miyat ein od. And then 591. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lamelech al kol haaretz vayom hahu yehyeh Adonai echad ushemo echad. We'll go to 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish. Is anybody online or in person observing a Yort site or Shloshim, 7 days, month of mourning? No? Okay. If it is your custom or you feel comfortable doing so, please stand up as we say this prayer in solidarity of any and all in our community that is going through a mourning time and would like to remember someone in their family. Yit gadol v'yit gadash shemei rabba bi'amla divra kirote v'yamlich malchute becha yechon uv'chyomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'gala uvizman kari v'yimeru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olim ilomei olmaya. Yit barach v'yishtavak v'yit pa'ar v'yit noram v'yit naseh. v'yitadar v'yitalev v'litalal shemei de kudesha b'rechu. Le'elol min kol berchata v'shirata. Tush berchata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yokol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Osei shalom b'imrama. Hu yasei shalom. Aleinu v'yokol Yisrael v'imru amen. Okay. A few announcements, and then we'll end with Ein Keloheinu. You may be seated. All right. Let me get a couple. All right. All right, I am reading. We have our Happy Purim celebration on March 16th from 1 to 3. How much? $15 a person. You can pay online as well. Sisterhood will be open. The Sisterhood and the gift shop will be open. There'll be pizza. There'll be chamantashen. There'll be a bounce house, at least one, probably 2 or 3. And Rabbi Mike will read from the Megillah. $15 a person. Any and all family is welcome. Members of TBD, members that were members of TBD, people that are interested, people that aren't interested. If you want to bring anybody, just bring them on in. We can grow our community. It's a great opportunity. It's really fun to kind of network and meet some of our community. This Sunday, we have Sunday school again. Our board meeting as well is going to be at 3 o'clock. And fundraiser meeting as well at 4 o'clock right after. If you're interested in a position in our TBD board, or you would like to be president in June or July when my term runs out, please sign up. You don't even have to wear pants, and you can do as much as you want. No dress codes required, and it's a really supportive community. I was at first nervous, but everybody was very supportive, and it's kind of a work-by-committee type situation, so please don't feel stressed, and I'll still be here all the time answering any and all questions you might have. Any other announcements from anybody? It can be TBD related or not TBD related. Anything to share? Okay. We will go forward to end our service officially. Stand up, I guess, for Ein Keloheinu to kind of be happy as we close our Shabbat service. Please stand if you can and you would like on page 626. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadoneinu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kamoshienu, Mi Keloheinu, Mi Chadonenu, Mi Kemalkeinu, Min Kamoshienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Malkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshi.